What's going on, guys? Welcome to Gutter Cleaner U. My name is Brett Patrick. I'm the owner and operator of Good Boy Gutter Protection, a local gutter cleaning business based out of North Carolina. And my main mission and purpose of this channel is to give you, the aspiring gutter cleaner or small gutter cleaning business, the information, tools, and resources you need to take your business to the next level. So before we kind of jump into everything, if you do not mind, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. That way I can continue to provide great content for you guys for absolutely free. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to start a gutter cleaning business while still keeping your job. So kind of like a side hustle, so to speak. So there's really kind of two ways you can go about doing this. And I'm going to go over the two methods, and it's really just on you to determine what makes the most sense for you, how you want to operate your business moving forward. So the first method would be essentially having a side hustle where you clean gutters. And the goal here is you want to make somewhere in the range of an additional $500 per month. So how do you go about doing that? Well, if you're going to treat this as a side hustle, I'm going to go ahead and recommend you get some equipment necessary to get the jobs done. But because it's a side hustle, not a full-blown business, we want to keep those costs as low as possible. So the first thing you're going to need, which is pretty apparent, is going to be a ladder. So as a side hustle, I want you to just get one ladder. It's going to allow you to do majority of jobs. And my personal recommendation is going to be either a 28-foot or a 32-foot extension ladder. If you can get the one that is not fiberglass, get you an aluminum extension ladder, that's going to be your best bet. A 28-foot or a 32-foot is going to put you on 95% of all properties, both 1-story, 2-story, even those kind of cumbersome roofs where they're kind of like a 2.5-story if there's a slope. So the first thing you want to get is for sure a ladder. Now, again, I'm gonna say all of this with the assumption that you have a vehicle. I know a lot of you guys like to make excuses on not having a truck on why you can't start. I have a bunch of guys that I coach on a monthly basis that do have a car and still get this kind of stuff done. You can strap a ladder onto the top, or you can get a foldable ladder that goes into the back seat. But if you do not have a truck and you can't work with a 28-foot ladder, go for like the 22-foot or the 26-foot little giant foldable ladder, and those will lay across in your back seat. So ladders checked off. The second thing that's going to be absolutely imperative is going to be what's called a blower, right? You may already have one if you're a homeowner or you have a rental property that you take care of. So having a blower is going to be absolutely apparent here. The gas blower is going to be my recommendation, but if you already have electric stuff, it will certainly suffice. You want to be able to clean up properties nice and clean, or if you have the ability to walk a roof, you can blow the gutters out that way. Gas power is just a little bit stronger in my opinion. Third piece you're going to need is going to be the gutter cleaning tool. You've probably seen it in some of my other videos, and an extension pole. And what that'll do is it'll allow you to clean gutters from one side to the other with a little bit ease. That way you're not having to move the ladder every few feet because your arms are only so long. I'll put a link below in one of my videos before where it shows me using that. That's an absolute must. And obviously some gloves, of course, too, right? In the super duper beginning, or even just as a side hustle here, all you're really going to need is a ladder, a blower, and that gutter cleaning tool. And that'll allow you to get a lot of jobs done and not waste a bunch of your time. Well, you have the equipment that's necessary. When are you going to do these jobs? You're going to do these jobs on the weekends and or in the evenings, depending on your job, on the job you have currently. So if you can average, $150 gutter cleaning to $200 gutter cleaning average price, you only need to do like 3 or 4 of these a month, and you'll make that extra $500 or so. So that's kind of what it looks like. Now, how are you going to get these jobs? Well, if this is a side hustle, I don't want you making a website. I don't want you spending a bunch of time on these types of things. So what I'm going to recommend you do is just get some business cards made up. You can go to canva.com. You can typically get like 200 of them made for $50-$60. You can go to Vistaprint. Dope Marketing has some really good stuff. They're going to be a little bit more expensive, of course. Just get you some business cards, order you some door hangers, and then on a Saturday or a Sunday one day, just go out, knock on some doors, leave some door hangers. Just try to get some business that way. I got a couple of guys I work with. That's how they get all their jobs. They just literally knock on doors and leave door hangers. And that should be more than enough for you to get, 3-4 jobs over the course of a month just by putting them on homes that obviously need their gutters cleaned out. Something that you can do is post on your local social media sites like nextdoor.com. I'm a huge advocate of. Post on there your name, your number, what you do. And what happens is people that are in need of your services will reach out to you or recommend you. And again, that should be able to help you get another 1 or 2 jobs as needed. So That is the first way, which is the side hustle. So you're going to keep your job and just do this on the side to make some additional income. Now, if you have aspirations of taking this thing to the next level and it's becoming your full-time job at some point, we're going to approach things a little bit differently. So in this case, we're going to assume that you want to make an additional $2,000 or more on the way up to this becoming a real deal business. Okay. 2 ways you can go about this. The first one is you can just try to really stack your weekends to do the jobs and or on your evenings, or which is a cool option you can kind of take a look at, is you can either hire someone to do the jobs for you while you still work your new job, or an option I'm a big fan of is subbing that work out to somebody as those jobs come. Okay. So as a business that you're trying to start, you want to go ahead and get a website made. You want to get your business cards made, all the types of preliminary stuff that you would do to start a business. But as far as doing the work and actually quoting jobs out, you're going to want to sub that work out to somebody else, right? So if you can find you another person area that has advertised they're doing gutter cleaning services and just say, hey, look, man, I'm starting a business up. I got leads coming in. I don't have the capacity to do all of them because I have a full-time job. So any overflow jobs that I cannot do on the weekends or in the evenings, do you mind if I shoot them your way? And how much would you charge me for them, right? You can make agreements with individuals, and that way, you know, they'll do the work for you, send the before and after photos, and then you send the invoice to the customer, you get paid, and then you pay them their portion of it, right? So I do this when I'm dealing with like actual gutter installations. I don't have a gutter machine. I sub all that work out. So just make sure you have a markup of somewhere in the range of 30 to 40% on what that individual would charge you, right? So if you're talking to your local gutter cleaner, he says he can go out and get the gutters cleaned for $150. Well, let's go ahead and probably charge that customer $200. That way you can at least make a little bit off of it, even though you're not doing the work, right? And this is how you'll be able to slowly scale your business up. So you as a person will be able to get, you know, let's say over the course of a month, 5 or 6 jobs done on the weekend. And if you can send another 5 or 6 to this person, then you'll slowly start to stack this money into the place where, hey, I got a nice nest egg in the bank account of, you know, $5, $6, $10,000. I got the leads coming in. I know if I go full time in the next 3 months, I should be able to match my income, and it's going to be different for every single one of you guys, right? So if you're coming from a place where you're only making $3,000, $4,000 a month, you should be able to ramp this up quicker. If you're coming from a place like I did, where you're making over 6 figures, you know, you're going to have to build this thing up a little bit longer, or, you know, go cold turkey and try to make it work. Okay. It really boils down to this. If you're going to be a side hustle, just get the basics and just treat it as a side hustle. Just throw people out there. Just act like you're cutting yards or something. Just try to get some people that need your services. You don't need but a handful of them over the course of a month. Do them on the weekends. Make some extra money. A lot of times those people will pay cash. It's wonderful. If you're trying to grow this thing to become a legitimate business, then go ahead and treat it like a legitimate business. Website, incorporate. Go ahead and get your insurance. Go ahead and get your software, all that good stuff. Figure out how you're going to price jobs. Watch my other videos. And that way you are a professional business. It's just you won't have the capacity to do all the work, or you can only do them on the weekends. And then once you get past that point, go ahead and find somebody in your area that you can sub that work out to. Or if you have a family member or somebody like that that doesn't have a job and you can pay them to go do a couple jobs, that's going to allow you to still get jobs done, still get money coming in while you still have your day job, but you're still starting to grow your business on the side until it gets to that point where you're comfortable enough to go ahead and pull the trigger and go full time. So I hope this content was helpful. I kind of went into it in a little bit detail. I know a few of you guys have been asking for it. So anyways, man, if you like what I'm pumping out, dude, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. If you want some more information, all this kind of stuff, go ahead and click the link below and check out the Gutter Cleaner U. I'm getting ready to drop some more content there, but there's certainly some information to help take you guys to the next level. Or if you want to hop on a coaching call, man, just let me know. Just fill out the intake form below as well. As always, man, keep them clean.